Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, May 30. Government is moving ahead with the planned upgrade of state-owned oil refinery Petrojam. Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley says the state is in talks with a Chinese firm to implement the upgrade. He says this coincides with meetings being had with Petrojam, the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, as well as engineering, procurement, and construction contractors to get the project underway. Dr. Wheatley says the first phase of the project will include the installation of a vacuum distillation unit, VDU. The VDU is needed to produce petroleum products from heavier oils used for bunkering and the making of asphalt.
We are working feverishly. The money is in place. I must add, $100 million US dollars was made available for us to proceed with the VDU project.
Minister Wheatley provided the update during Tuesday's sitting of the lower house. In the meantime, the Energy Minister has moved to set the record straight on Petrojam's donation and implementation policy. Dr. Andrew Wheatley has dismissed assertions that the oil refinery made questionable donations, saying there's a well-defined donation system which predates the current administration. According to Dr. Wheatley, Petrojam spent $67 million on projects in 6 constituencies across the political divide. In addition, he says checks drawn by Petrojam are never paid to individuals. Instead, they are paid to recipient organizations or the provider of agreed goods and services. Minister Wheatley also asserts that in accordance with Petrojam's authorization chart, donations above $2,500 US must be approved by a 6-member board comprising 3 Jamaicans and 3 Venezuelans.
I have taken the liberty to provide those details to show that Petrojam's donation policy and implementation is serious business, governed by a system of checks and balances, superintended by professionals and adhering to the guidelines set down in the policy procedure manual governing the activity.
A case is being made for the inclusion of restitution to victims of predial larceny in the Agricultural Produce Act. Minister without portfolio in the Agriculture Ministry, J.C. Hutchinson, made the announcement as he delivered his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament Tuesday. Minister Hutchinson says the amendment will make it mandatory for the thief to pay an amount equal to the value of the agricultural commodity stolen. This would be in addition to the sentence fine, and interest incurred from delays.
The main subsector preying upon by thieves is that of small ruminants, goat and sheep. Farmers complain that when a predial thief is caught and he goes to court, the fine level is minuscule compared to the cost of goods stolen. This may even encourage the thief to enrich himself in this way.
Meanwhile, Minister Hutchinson says the state is developing a crop loss and farm insurance program.
We have developed a concept document outlining the mechanism for the budget financing of a crop loss and farm insurance program. Stakeholder consultation has commenced and second draft will be available soon.
A nationwide public education campaign on flood mitigation is to begin within the next 3 months. The Ministry of Local Government and Community Development will be spearheading the initiative. Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie made the disclosure at a recent sitting of the Hanover Municipal Corporation.
What we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, councillors, is that areas that were never affected before by flooding has now been severely compromised. And the limited resources that is available at times is not adequate to respond to the needs that exist right across the various municipalities.
Minister McKenzie says mayors will be engaged to examine the necessary approaches to mitigate the effects of disasters in their respective divisions during the upcoming hurricane season. Disaster coordinators will also be engaged in a 3-day orientation to prepare for what's expected to be an active hurricane season. During the meeting, the Poor Relief Department was presented with a computer and a printer. Councillors and workers of the Poor Relief Department were also presented with tablets. And finally, the Tourism Linkages Network has expanded its annual Christmas in July trade show to include an artisan village. The July 19 trade show is scheduled for the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. Speaking with JIS News, Director of the Tourism Linkages Network, Carolyn MacDonald-Riley, says the list of buyers has also been expanded.
Previously, we had mostly corporate Jamaica or diplomatic community and gift shops from the hotel industry. This time, we have expanded it to all our gifting and persons in the pharmaceutical industry, because we are also having an increase in health and wellness products and nutraceuticals.
Persons interested in participating in the Christmas in July trade show have already submitted their applications, which will be assessed by a committee on Thursday. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.